Hey folks, Dino here again. This time taking a look at the Broly movie version of Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Or if you're insane, Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. So yeah, I know one of the last videos I made, I mentioned the bootlegs. Unfortunately, they still haven't arrived yet. And I have a feeling it's due to a certain virus. But yeah, we'll not get into that here. So instead, I thought I'd work my way through the backlog of figures that I still actually have to review. I just really wanted to get the brand spanking new stuff out of the way first, but that's not going to happen. At this point, you'll see those reviews when you see them, I'm afraid. But yeah, let's get into this guy, shall we? First things first, let's take a quick look at the box, shall we? So, standard Figuarts packaging at this point, new Tamashii logo, a toy sticker of authenticity, and you've got a picture of Vegeta here with some black and white images as well. Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta. Again, I don't know why they're still going with that term. It's been done away with for ages now. And yeah, on the back, just some images, some poses of Vegeta, things like that. And you will notice he comes with the Super Saiyan Godhead, which I'll show off in a minute. And you can't have a Figuarts box without the blurb. Not sure if that's been reduced, but I can't be bothered looking out the older boxes. But yeah, you'll notice new sticker. I believe it's the Cosmic Group that distributes in the UK, along with France and parts of Europe. Even though this says Hio, I'm really not sure, to be honest with you. They're now calling them Bandai Spirits. That must be the overall range that they're doing. So yeah, you can tell I'm a bit out of the loop with the terminology and stuff like that. But yeah, this is Vegeta. So let's have a look at accessories, shall we, before we do anything else. This is the Super Saiyan Godhead. It's moving slightly out of shot so that this will actually focus. So yeah, for some bizarre reason they gave the Super Saiyan Godhead the smirking face, but didn't give it to Super Saiyan Blue, which is more known for smirking in. I mean, Vegeta's always known for smirking, but really, he was nothing but stern in the Super Saiyan God form in the Broly movie. But can't have everything, I suppose. I do have the original Super Saiyan God Goku to compare. As you can see, the tone of the red is actually different, and I do believe that's accurate, even if it does kind of annoy me a little bit. I'd rather the colours be accurate. Well, not accurate, sorry. Consistent, I think is the word. Yeah. I do believe the colour they chose for Vegeta's Super Saiyan God form was slightly darker. So, what you're going to do... Main problem I do have with this, however, is that, well, it's nice of them to give us this head. This body does not suit it in one bit. Super Saiyan God is supposed to be incredibly lean, which they kind of got right with the remoulded arms and stuff for the God Goku. But yeah, Tamashi's obviously been lazy here. They're not wanting to release a separate thin Vegeta. So they went for the bulky design again of the Super Vegeta mould, which just, it doesn't go with Super Saiyan God. If you have the 1.0 body for Vegeta, put this head on it. Well, I would, but the peg's too large. Tamashii, why do you do this to us? But yeah, enough ranting about that. He does come with two alternative faces for the Super Saiyan Blue head. No alternative faces for God. He does have Screaming Face and Gritted Teeth not quite so screaming face. Very well done. I mean, they look like they've jumped straight out of the anime, to be honest with you. But a bit disappointed we didn't get a smirking face for the blue. When Goku did. Spoilers. I mean, even Vegeta got it, for God's sake. The one man who's known for smirking doesn't get it. I mean, really? Yeah, I'm just going off on a tangent now, aren't I? In terms of the figure himself, apart from being like quite bulky, and mine's unfortunately has a bit of bow-legged syndrome. You can tell it sort of goes in the way when it really shouldn't. So he can't really stand very heroically. But yeah, in terms of the colour scheme, I do like the really dark, I almost want to say dark navy, but it might just be grey, and the grey and white on the armour really sort of brings out the details in it, because you know Tamashii seems to refuse to do the line work on Saiyan armour these days. But yeah, it's a decent one. You'll be happy to know that all of the recent Super Saiyan Blue figures have the exact same hair colour. Demoniacal Fit even went so far as to make sure theirs were the same as well. So at least you've got consistency. But yeah, in terms of details, can't fault them in the slightest. Especially the slightly pearlescent shades that you've got in the blue. Really makes it shimmer. But yeah, in terms of articulation, you've got the standard stuff. Head goes up that far, down that far. It is just your standard ball peg, which has a tendency to get mixed up. Like a certain other YouTuber, I wish they would just go to double ball pegs instead, which they have done for some of the bigger figures, but we won't get to that. Neck barely moves at the lower side. The arms go up that high, swivel. There is a butterfly joint. Gets pretty decent range. It's not bad, at least they've coloured it the right colour. Instead of in Goku's case, which you will see once again. Swivel at the bicep, double jointed arm, which gets above 90, standard articulation in the hands, and hip movement, quite a lot of hip movement actually, as well as nice ab crunch. He doesn't get forward too well, but in terms of going backwards, so much so that you can actually see inside him. So yeah, you can pull that up and down, standard 2.0 articulation. With Vegeta in particular, the waist, you can bring it forward and back to give him extra crunch, although that does pronounce certain crotch areas, so I don't want to be demonetized. So I won't be showing that. He does kick out that far, not too bad. No sort of, well, I was going to say no restrictions, but apparently there is slight restrictions, because that leg just popped off. Bear with me 2 seconds. Sorry about that, folks. One jump cut later, and kind of worry that I had broke it, but we're fine. You will notice another defect on my figure, whereas you pull it out that far, slightest touch and it pops back down. So yeah, the other side doesn't really have that issue. It does have a little bit, but not as bad as this side. You either kick out or you don't kick at all. As I said before, slight bow-leggedness here, double jointed knee, the weird sort of staggered double ball peg for the foot, which really doesn't help with movement at all and actually makes it harder to stand. And toe articulation isn't even worth mentioning. Can you tell this figure was phoned in? I think you can. But yeah, obviously the one thing I didn't really mention was that the hair is in an entirely new sculpt, as well as the feet. But the feet are nothing to write home about, to be completely honest. And now that I've played about with him a little bit, he's struggling to stand. There we go. But yeah, I much prefer this hairstyle to the one that they kept insisting on using before that, which was basically the Super Vegeta head sculpt. I mean, they even used it for standard Vegeta. I mean, come on guys, there's lazy and then there's lazy. But yeah, I feel as if we missed something. Oh, I didn't show the rest of his accessories, did I? It's just quickly, standard stuff. Can you tell I've been out of the game for a wee while? Standard stuff, you get the folded arms. Paint apps aren't the greatest, but they'll do. Paint in the backside to put on, as per usual. You get the standard set of hands that you get with Vegeta. Pair of grippy hands for final flashes, things like that. You get a pair of martial arts pose hands, these kind, which are kind of like Goku's but not quite. You get some standard splayed open Ki Blast hands. And finally, because they just felt like it and wanted to waste plastic, you get the Super Vegeta thumb pointing towards himself, gloating finger. I mean, I don't know why this included. Could that plastic not have went towards another face for Super Saiyan God or Super Saiyan Blue? I don't know. But yeah, anyway guys, that will do it for the review of this guy. All in all, it's a decent figure. He's going up in price because, bizarrely, Vegeta got shafted, like as per usual, and Vegeta ended up, I'm sure, a web exclusive, as opposed to Goku, who was readily available and still like very cheap to this day. But yeah, still a good figure, still the best Super Saiyan Blue that they've made so far, even with its faults. But yeah guys, that'll do it for this review. I'll see y'all later.